CBC every year, a lot of people come and have such a great time, but I also want people to know we got a lot of authors in the building, and I want to show everybody this book. It says, "Thank God for what you have. Trust God for what you need." I need y'all to make sure you screenshot this, write this book down, written by Cyris Joseph Jones, and we've got the man in the building today. Mr. Jones!
Yes, ma'am.
Me? No, I'm not a singer.
Absolutely.
Man, trust God for what you need. I feel like it's a whole word you got for us today.
Absolutely. It's a very, very powerful book. Thank God for what you have. Trust God for what you need. It's a book about inspiration. I'm the ninth of 11 children, and I've gone through some things in my life, but I've had the pleasure of working at two companies, Nissan and UPS, for over 33 years. So I've learned a lot. My parents were married for over 67 years, so just a lot of information I've learned over those several years and over the course of my life. So with the things that we're going through now, from the just the economy, but also the political side of it, there's just so much that goes on, and you'll learn a lot from my book. And again, when you look at chapter one is unconditional love. We talk a lot about unconditional love and the things that's needed for your love unconditionally. Chapter 2 is get in agreement with God. So there's so many things. Sometimes people don't really want to understand the role that the process that God has for their life and the direction, because it may not be that glamorous type of lifestyle that they want, but it's still
usually not.
That's not. So again, you have to understand what God wants to do in your life.
I see chapter 7.
Chapter 7.
No, I'm gonna go back up first. Let's look at. It's so much in here. Chapter 5 is becoming the best version of yourself. Give us a little nugget, just quickly. And how do people do that? People sometimes struggle with being who they know that they are.
Right. So chapter 5 is a very, very powerful chapter. I start that chapter off by giving you a little information from a standpoint when it comes to men and when it comes to suicide rate. Because I didn't know and realize that men were really 4 times more likely to commit suicide than females are. So it's all about being able to understand where you're at in your development, where you're at in your life, and being grateful for what you have, but also taking the time to understand things that you can do to improve your mental health, your physical health, and those type of things. So chapter 5 is a very, very powerful chapter overall.
I mean, you got trusting God's timing in your marriage. I know I talk politics, but I do like to talk about relationships.
Absolutely.
But let's talk about chapter 10, celebrating your tomorrow today.
So chapter 10, it's a combination of everything that you've looked at and that you've read throughout the book. So it's so important for us to understand the things that God wants us to do in our lives, but when it's your time, and understand chapter 9 is seed time and harvest. So a lot of times you're going to go through and you're going to learn a lot of things about your life, and it's about being excited about your time. When it's your time, what God has for you, He has it for you. Nobody else can take what God has for you. So it's about being thankful, but also celebrating your opportunity to be successful when that opportunity comes. Always be prepared for it, and you get prepared by being disciplined and taking care of the things on a daily basis that you should take care of, because when you get your opportunity, you want to be successful.
And talk about success. So the forward is by none other than the Les Brown.
That's right.
So that's so exciting. How has the success been for the book?
The book has been very, very successful. It actually became an Amazon bestseller the very first day that we launched the book. So I'm very thankful. It's also an international bestseller as well. Mr. Les Brown, he's my mentor. He's actually my motivational speaking coach. I had the opportunity to do my first TEDx talk in New York. That's right, absolutely, TEDx Talktown. And he's been speaking for over 40 years, but he actually did his first TEDx talk in Clarkstown as well this year.
Wow.
Yes, ma'am, in May. Yeah.
Before we go, what do you want people, very quickly, what do you want people to leave with when they read this? And then why this book? Why you in this book?
So if you notice at the very bottom of the book, it have changing lives, changing the world one person at a time. So it's so important for everybody to understand that you're never alone in anything in life, and that you always want to surround yourself with people who believe in you, And this book gives you inspiration, it gives you courage, but it also helps you to be resilient in everything that you do, because everything that you do, there's a purpose. And there's also, it's important to be disciplined in doing the things you do for your preparation. So takeaway number one is to make sure that you're being obedient to what God has for you, for your plan, for your life. Being obedient, but also being prepared and taking advantage of the opportunity that you have when you have that opportunity. Because you never get a second chance to make a first impression.
I love it. The book is called Thank God for What You Have, Trust God for What You Need. The author, Cyris Joseph Jones. Thank you so much for this work. I hope that people run out and get it, and I look forward to hearing and seeing more from you, sir.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.